Hi, everybody. It's me, Linda G. I was down last week with a sore throat, still a little scratchy, but not too bad. And I didn't have COVID. I tested 3 or 4 times with my home stuff. So I'm not going live because we got some heavy questions and I really need to concentrate. Sometimes I can't concentrate with the chatter. So we really need to get into this. You guys sent me some good questions, okay? The first question, and oh, wait, let me tell you too, I did get a cancellation for Sedona. So if you want to find out anything about that, look in my communities page and you can sign up, first come, first serve. Okay, so here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to ask, and I want only the truth, angel of light and mercy, my guides, please tell us the truth and only the truth as best as you can let us know. First question, Macron, will he beat Pepe LaPugh? Was that her name? Or Le Pen, or whatever her name is. Will Macron, he's ahead right now. She's scary, I will tell you that much. She doesn't walk in the light, is what I just heard. She's very cozy right now with Putin. Right away, I'm hearing no, but let's double check the cards. That's some new cards I've seasoned. Put them in the frying pan, put a little seasoning on them. I think I found out about these cards from Sheila. I don't remember what their name is, but they're nice and colorful. I like color. Will Macron beat Pepe LaPugh? What's the outcome for Macron? Some good news coming here. So this might be her. She's talking a lot, and here he's crossed with information news. He's gonna win. He's gonna win, you guys. Here's the Fool, and the basis of it behind it is a magician coming out of the 8 of Swords. So I think this has been like a bump in the road, and he doesn't feel comfortable with this person. I think he knows she would be trouble. It's a little scary. She's taken some underhanded money. It might be close, but he wins. He's victorious. And you can take that to the bank. Okay. Macron will win. Because I'm telling you, this Pepe LaPugh, she gets in there and I see her trying to take France out of all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of people in every nation that are, got that hard edge and not happy and stuff like that. You just got to pray for them, put them in the light, send them on their way. The other question is Elon Musk with Twitter. He bought 9%. Is it going to cause chaos? Is he a Trumpster? He feels, I'm sure he's been diagnosed as Asperger's because I'm getting that feeling like and in fact, Sterling had mentioned it too in our reading today, that basically he's out for him. He wants to present new ideas and things about, wanting people to join up with him in some new adventure. I don't see him being harmful. I know people are sick and tired of the rich being able to, but we've got to also understand he's rich and he's going to do things like this. And it's part of the game plan is for advertisement on his end. Elon Musk. I'm not feeling horrible, like he's going to do horrible or make it, I definitely don't feel Trump coming back in. He's not going to be for people talking trash. See, it's not going to be so bad, you guys. He's bringing justice. Now, that's his form of justice. So that would mean he wants things paced out, maybe not be so knee jerk, maybe have an opportunity for people to say why they said something. He might even allow more of the other side, but if they get abusive, they'll get kicked right out. So he's partnershiping with it. He's actually going to get bored with it sooner than later. He's wanting to make a difference. He is making a difference as far as electrical cars, although other people are doing it now that are making better cars than him. I have a friend with a Tesla that it has an issue with acceleration. And the car just accelerated on her and crashed into another car. And apparently this according to her, they know this stuff and you can't sue them or something. So, which is, whatever. He moved out of California because we were requiring masks or something. He didn't like that. He's kind of Trump-ish, but not really, I don't see him being cozy with Trump at all. And I think he looks at Trump like he's an idiot. But his deal is with space. He wants to deal with space. He wants to help other communities that are less advantaged. I know that sounds crazy, but he does want to help. He's got the karmic star. So this is as prophesized. This is something he was supposed to be doing. And he's got 2 directions. I think he'll actually end up doing good, you guys. Look at this. He's got the temperance, give him time. And this is I think this is the 4 of Wands. Happiness, better. He's going to bring things that are better for our living in our environment. Even the space stuff he's going to do that. It's going to be pretty spectacular. He's just all up into it. You know what? It's almost like he has attention span disorder because he's got his hands in everything. The Twitter thing, he has an idea what he's going to do. It's more for him than it is for Republicans or anything. It's more about getting his stuff on board. He starts playing with Twitter too bad, which I don't see, but I could see a lot of people leaving Twitter if he's able to rule the roost, Okay, Elon Musk is not a nothing burger. He is going to make, I don't know as much as changes, but more so additions. And no, he's not going to help Trump. And I heard Trump's radio place, whatever that thing he's opening, Voice of America or something, is a nothing burger. What did I tell you? Okay, so now you guys want to know about the stolen documents out of Mar-a-Lago. And there's investigations going on about it. I've understood, they haven't said beyond a reasonable doubt, but I understood he took some items too. All the gift list for Trump and Pence are gone. They're disappearing. It's like, this guy was born with money, Trump was, but it's almost like he's a lowlife, like kind of that, what's that saying, white trash with money? Roseanne used to say that. I'm nothing but white trash with money. But he always had money, but they really just steal. He just steals and he doesn't care. So let's look about these documents they took. He really didn't care, and he really thought them throwing away the paperwork or getting rid of all this, like it was okay. I think he actually thought he was going to stay in office. That's what I'm thinking. So guides, tell me what's going to happen. Will there be repercussions for this? Tell me what's going to happen. Will there be repercussions for this? Yes, justice will be heard. And there's a court battle going to happen. They're going to try to act like they know nothing. I know nothing. They're going to be very disappointed with that. And there's more interesting under the table, might even be foreign ops. He was going to sell this stuff. That's no joke. You all brought that up, but now I can see it as clear as day. He's like, yeah, let's take this stuff with us. Maybe it'll be useful for money down the road. Oh, I can just see Putin is so mad. I'm telling you, he can't get what he wanted to get from Trump. I guess you heard that Trump finally admitted that he lost the 2020 election. So you guys are asking, now listen, as a psychic reader, sometimes it's hard. My guides can be pretty specific as things are happening, like I did with that video where I knew something was going to happen in the Ukraine and I felt Putin and I could feel the blood being shed. It was terrible. I panicked for 2 days. Well, you're asking about when Garland's going to finally start moving. I think the pressure, somebody said I've known Merrick Garland for 20 years, and I will tell you, it doesn't matter the pressure, he won't move, but I'm feeling like he's going to move. I see him hiring more FBI. He's always so afraid of making a mistake. But this stuff that's happening with taking home the top secret stuff is beyond. And I told you, he's got a lot of people working in the DOJ that are Trumpsters, just like the Secret Service. There's people that are in there that are Trumpsters. By the way, we're going to look at that too. Whoa, don't lose. These are nice fresh cards, so they're a little slippery. Can you give me sort of an idea? And I'm starting to get from my good friend that works in politics, the names of people running for office. So we'll kind of get a feeling who's going to win what. So when will Garland start moving? Yeah, he's a man that likes to keep, is he a Libra or something? He likes to, you know, he's too busy on the fence here. Justice stands before him. There's somebody around him that'll actually push him. So yeah, he always has trouble making decisions. Okay, so will justice happen? Okay, thank you. You're actually giving me a time frame. You very rarely do that. I appreciate victory after burden. I'm going to tell you that it probably will happen between July, the sign of Cancer, and the Virgo, September. July, August, September, bada bing, bada boom. That's when we're going to start, because it has to happen now. We can't wait till next year. Because as much as people are saying, oh, you know, oh, the Republicans are going to win. I mean, if I thought it, I'd tell you, and maybe I'm wishing it too hard, but I honest to God feel that it's not what they think. Like they think, here's the deal. In fact, I'm going to write the president tomorrow. The president and everybody running for office needs to look at the Republicans and say, okay, so what are you going to do about things? What would you do that's different? Like, ask them what they're going to do. They asked McConnell, so what exactly? Well, ask me when we win. They got no plan except take away Social Security and Medicare. They got no plan. These are the same people that try to take healthcare away during a pandemic. But by the grace of that Justice Roberts, he said, no, you can't take this away during a pandemic. So anyway, even Barr told Trump that was a ridiculous idea. So, I mean, Trump gets on these weird things. He's got some issues, mental issues, like, you know, like Mexico's going to pay for the wall. That was so funny. So, okay, but I can tell you, and we'll see, you guys can come back and tell me later. And there's a member out there that brought up to me that I was on Kirsten Langston's channel way back when, before I had a channel. And she asked me about, I think, Edgar Casey. And in that download, Edgar had said to me, tell people to get as strong as they can spiritually, get as high level as you can, because, and it was a weird word, and I don't remember using this, because we were all about ready to be poisoned. So it's interesting. I think this video was 2014. It's even before Trump got in. But we're about ready to be poisoned. If you look at it, it's like America has been poisoned. We're drinking this. A lot of people are drinking the Kool-Aid. We've got the pandemic, all that stuff. So it's very, very interesting. That was the choice of words. I'll find it and post it again for you guys. Okay. Evelyn, one of the readers, one of the members, she sees Stacey Abrams winning. And I've been saying it in Georgia. And I'll just double check that, Evelyn. I like the name Evelyn. That was my mom's name. Evelyn. Her father, my grandfather, which I guess I met when I was little, but I don't remember him. He called her Abilene. Watched that movie again last night, and I wish I hadn't turned it on. That Dancing with Wolves, Dances with Wolves, 3 hours long, and I got tied up into that. Oh my God, that was so good. Okay, Evelyn, Stacey Abrams, is she going to win? Yes or no? Give me a straight answer, guys. We can handle whatever you have to say. Just give us the truth. Yay! Ding, 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 ding. She's going to win, you guys. Absolutely. Everybody's going to be dancing in the streets. Hello. A lot of love going her way. A lot of love going her way. King of Cups. Communications. She's going to get down in the dirt and change things up. She's got a plan, okay? That's all I got to say to you. Georgia will really appreciate her. I love it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that question, Evelyn. Oh, Ivanka's testimony. Now, I got a hit earlier. I think I was on somebody's show. I'm actually not going to be able to collaborate much in May, but probably again in June, depending. I don't know when my surgery is coming up. I'll probably call Kaiser next week. But I had this feeling like she was telling the truth. She wasn't lying, but I almost feel she was pointing the finger at Giuliani. Because even in that book, Peril, they were talking about everybody wanted Giuliani out of the room because he was creating chaos and making up stories and just straight up lies. They hated Powell, the Kraken, Sidney Powell. They hated Giuliani. They said he'd show up drunk as a skunk. So I feel like she was taking the burden off her father, but she was telling the truth. But here's the deal. She wasn't out and out saying my father was in on this. She was trying to give excuses. But the January 6th committee is looking at Trump. Ivanka. She was in there 8 hours. You know there was some stuff being discussed. There's a lot of ugly following Ivanka. Not very good. It's almost like she's saying, squirrel. She wants you to look over here because there's some trouble with her and Jared. There's some things that if they get pounced, she's willing. Remember, I told you guys a long time ago, I said the woman that turns on Trump, he's hurt about. Now, who's the only person that can hurt him? I don't even think Melania can hurt him. I think it's Ivanka. Justice will be found. Hello. Look at the tower and I'm telling you. Oh, let's look at this. Oh, yes. Justice will be found. Actually, she let out a little bit more than she planned on doing. She was trying to say squirrel and point this way, but I feel like I don't know how they worded the questions, but it happened, you guys, it happened. It's excellent. It's excellent testimony. It's really going to go towards the destruction. The whole family. Oh, and Don Jr. is in trouble. Remember, I always saw Don Jr. in jail. I see Jared in jail too, but it could be with something financial or giving secrets to Saudi Arabia. Okay. Let's just take a look about Trump and her testimony. I don't know if she's even talked to him about it. I wonder if they're even talking to him. I saw Trump with Melania sitting at Mar-a-Lago, and he's leaning towards her, talking to her. There was no affection there at all. There's no loving support coming from Melania. She's just going through the motions. She sticks with him. It's an interesting thing. She's not leaving. Not right now. Maybe when he loses everything. What is Trump thinking? Or does he know what his daughter testified to? Just check it out, you guys. He didn't want her to do this, okay? Ace of Wands, information given. He wanted her to talk on both sides of her mouth. He wanted her to lie. I'm telling you, she was trying to get this towards Giuliani. She's exiting from this. He looks like the fool. He really is just talking to the wall. As you know, his new radio show is going downhill. Nothing seems to be working out for him. Things are really going to start falling down. As we've told you, the rats will be jumping ship. It's excellent. So it's a lot of heartbreak on this. See, this is Jared and Ivanka. See the heart on the back of her. That's them packing their stuff up. They got a child next to them and heading out of Dodge. They may be trying to go to live someplace else. Okay. And you know what? They stand tall and they act like it doesn't bother them, but it bothers her. It bothers her about how they're the laughing stock. It bothers her how, you know, nobody wants her around. Nobody really wants to be involved. People aren't rushing except the hillbillies that like them or the people that drink the Kool-Aid. And then they get too hail Trump. That's, because like that comedian Noel, somebody on Twitter, he said, he'd do these big speeches and everybody's adoring him. And he'd walk out. He says, I can't believe these people believe this. So he knows what he's doing. He's lying and he's doing this big spiel. And it's like, what a bunch of suckers. And that can't last long because the power of the universe will take care of that. If somebody could tape him saying that, some people would still hang in there, but a lot would leave. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me take a drink. So 5 city unions divesting from Russia. These are teachers union, police. Somebody wanted to know, are they going to be okay? I don't know what the hell these people were divesting in Russia. But it's not the teacher's fault. It's not. What's going to happen with that money? Are they going to be okay? What's going to happen with the money? Are they going to be okay? Yeah. Even Mother Russia will make sure that things get paid out. There may be some sort of lawsuit or some international thing where things have to be given back, but it will work out, you guys. Yeah, they might try to walk away. There's something here, but if like legally they have to pay out. Yeah, there's strength, the moon, like the bad feelings are for real. The guru is the outcome. So that, yeah, it's going to work out. Don't worry. Because there are people that divested badly and lost everything. The Russia thing, I believe it or not, because I would normally say, oh, you're going to lose your everything. But no, it doesn't look bad. They may try to walk away, and then internationally, they're going to say, no, you give that money back. Well, they're holding a lot of money invested in the United States from Russia. So they may even take that money and say, you got to pay these people back. So, okay. Something in my hair or something. Okay. Now here's a very important question. I got to really tap into my guides for this one, you guys. Something is, a little piece of hair is hanging somewhere here. I don't know what the heck. Relief from rising prices. Okay. Now remember what I said. The thing that Democrats have to do is they have to tell these people running for office, not about that the thing was stolen and all that, because that's not a nothing burger. They need to say, what exactly are you going to do to help America? Because I see the Democrats, remember I saw Biden coming forth with a little bit carrot on the end of a stick. Like, you know what, just like he did to run, vote for me and you all get cut a $1,200 check. The United States of America under Joseph Biden will come up with a game plan to help people with these things. I wonder where all this money comes from, because let me tell you something. This war is costing a lot. But they will hit these oil barons. I'm telling you, they're going to hit the taxes, and people won't mind them doing it because it's going to benefit the regular American. So will we see relief? Now, on the news, you're saying like this war is going to last for years. I don't see that. It's not going to be years and years. It's not going to be in Afghanistan. Let's look at this. When will we get some relief? Rising prices. The Fool, which is like Aries, crossed with the Tower. So we're really struggling to sort this out. We've got the Two of Cups on the top, so some negotiation taking place. And then, okay, so it could be in 4 months. It could be by April of next year, things are finally back on track. The angel of light and mercy, temperance will see us through. Holding on to our money, sorting out the monies. I think they're going to hit up, here's military action. I think they're going to hit up, people who don't pay their taxes and hit up people who make a lot of money that hardly, like Elon Musk. And then here's negotiations and new ideas. I don't know if it's one person or several people come in and say, hey, look, this is what we should try. This is what we should do to help the United States of America get out of this rut. Because everybody's struggling. But, the uglies want to blame Biden for all this. Okay, so relief will happen in 4. So it could be 4 weeks, 4 months, or April of next year. This month is already almost gone. Okay, the new COVID variants. The new COVID variants, do we have anything to worry about? The new COVID variants, do we have anything to worry about? It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I think. So this COVID is, it's diluting, okay? And it will be around for a while, but it will not be something that everybody has to stop and, close down businesses. We're not going to go through that again. But I do see people wearing masks. It might be something, somebody was telling me, I don't know who it was, that in China, they always have a mask, but they've had the worst pollution. It's so terrible. Somebody said sometimes it was so thick you couldn't step outside. That's how bad it is. So China needs to sort that out. But let's look at the variants. Let's see if they want to warn me about something. So many people have crossed because of this disease. It's very sad. Here's our battle, but good news, swiftly making progress. What's the name of the doctor? Because he hasn't been in the forefront in a while. What's his name? He's the great doctor with the glasses. Anyway, he was talking about the variant that it's very contagious, but it's very lightweight. Because I know a couple of people that have gotten the new one and it's like some didn't feel it, or the ones that were vaccinated. The emperor, like we get it in check, we're watching it strongly. Ten of Pentacles, we're going to throw some money at it. We're going to make sure everybody keeps a mask on. Because right now, Congress is fighting putting out any more money towards COVID. They're like, we're done with this already. But the president wants us to have it just in case. We should be stockpiled and ready to go so that we don't get caught with our pants down. So I just see that a lot of new stuff is coming out. There's another drug they just are developing that's in Marin County that anybody gets COVID. Because, this particular Omicron and stuff, the regular stuff you would take for that doesn't work for it. So they got some other new drug. They're just working on it. So it feels safe and I don't feel Armageddon. Okay. All right. Now here's another good question. Secret Service. What's up with that? What was up with those two guys? The Pakistan people. What exactly were those two guys doing? What was their intention? What was their intention? What was the Pakistan intention? Oh, and did you see how come they got caught? They got all tied up in their ego and they thought they were all that, a cup of tea. And they beat up or hurt a mail carrier, just a regular Joe Blow mail carrier. And he reported it. So the Postal Service has their own police department. And I heard they're fantastic. And so they went in there and they started questioning these guys. Then they started looking these guys up and figuring out, hey, these aren't agents. They are not agents at all. It was beautiful. But what was their purpose? Why were they giving free stuff? It feels underhanded. It doesn't feel like two guys, big man on campus thinking they're all that. I'm almost feeling like they'll be able to see where the money came from. And it feels foreign. It feels foreign. They might even wanted to get in there and do something horrible to the president or his wife. What was up with them? They were putting flashes in front so that you couldn't see what they were doing. And these, people are so corruptible. Hey, I'll give you a free, the department will give you a free apartment and all that. They hadn't asked any questions as far or put in, it feels like that right wing kind of stuff. So, but I don't see anything real ugly being planned yet. they wanted to get their tentacles out there to get into what was going on. It was underhanded, it was corrupt. Yeah, these guys are real sorry for what they did. Too late. The money's gone. They're going to track the money. And there's a story that's going to be told from this. And remember, I told you when Merrick Garland went into as a DOJ, part of his problem was a lot of the FBI was compromised. And even the president, Biden, said, I want my staff, the Secret Service, that I want a fresh staff. I don't want the ones that were working there, because he knew they were all corrupt. There was something underhanded here. But even, was it when Obama was in office, they had the guys that were getting hookers and partying? It's just the way of the world. It's just the way some people run. But these guys were trying to come up with a program with a foreign entity. How deep that entity goes, I don't know. But Russia does the same thing. They go in, even like with Trump, they give him money, they do all this stuff, and then they're going to ask for the favors. So yeah, that's why Trump, when Putin said jump, he said how high. Okay, so will Marjorie Taylor Greene be denied candidacy because of the January 6th? Marjorie Taylor Greene. I mean, she got mad at the 3 Republicans that voted for that judge and called them pedophiles. It's absolutely, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, Mick Romney, Susan Collins, and the other one from Alaska. You know, sometimes you love them, they do the right thing, and then sometimes it's really scary. And you know, the ones that voted for our new Supreme Court justice, she had a high rating in the United States. She had a high rating. Just like this war has a high rating as far as the US. Yeah, get in there, do something. And it's so funny that they just decided, oh, no. I mean, they act so South. Old Southern, we don't want, you know, they treated her with such disrespect because she was a woman and she was a Black woman. They treated her it was vulgar. God bless her that she was able to put up with it. But I told you from the get-go, she'll go through. There was no problem with that. Will Taylor Greene be denied? I think that Hawthorne, the guy in the wheelchair, I think he's in trouble too. I'm almost feeling like he won't be able to be in again. Did you see he was at the Trump rally and he stood up with some braces at the podium and everybody's cheering him on? It's a miracle, I tell you, Trump healed me. My dad was a total paraplegic. His spinal cord was cut and he could stand with with the help of braces and 2 people by your side. Okay. People are going to be celebrating because she's cut out of the mix. She's cut, gone. See you, girl. Here's your papers. Catch you later. So I would say, I don't know if she's cut because they say you were involved with January 6th because she hasn't been charged yet, or she's not found guilty yet. I would say she's going to lose. She's going to lose the election. That's what I'm saying, because people are like, enjoy, just glad for that ugliness to be gone. The 2 of them yelling at President Biden like a couple of schoolgirls. Even the Republicans were like turning their head. They didn't want to hear it because it was like ugly. Okay. Is DeSatin stealing from Florida funds? Yep. Thursday, I heard yes. Thursday. Okay, he's stealing. What he's doing is reappropriating. He's acting like he can put one thing into this and something into something else. And you know what, you guys? I'm not feeling good about him running. I don't think he's going to win. Because up in Florida, there's a lot of people that have gay children, or they believe in being able to teach, you know. Anyway, he thinks he's all that in a cup of tea. He's only feeding the sharks that are around him. Stealing from Florida funds. Yes or no? Oh, yeah. He thinks he's not going to have to pay for it, but karma's a bitch. He will be in trouble. There's trouble for him down the road here. They're going to go, ooh, hello, ding dong. Somebody else, another psychic was saying this. It could have been several psychics. Like they had a feeling he was going to be in some trouble. I was wondering if it was related to Matt Gaetz, but it could be about finances, since these are so. He also is taking some of the pie and putting it in his pockets. But the answer to the question, is he stealing? Yes, he is stealing. He's indulging. He's a fat cat right here. Yep. So this will be proven to be true. I'm looking forward to him going. Okay, so we got more questions, just a couple of more, you guys. Will Mitch be speaker again? I say no. I've seen him. This is the feeling I got about him. Do you guys remember when McCain came over and did the thumbs down, and you heard the, oh, that's the feeling I get. Like he thinks he's got it in the bag. You know, Pence was coming through the door and boom, it's over. So I'm not feeling like maybe we win by a landslide, but we are going to win more seats than they thought. And we're going to hold on to power. When I get all the names, I'll be able to show you who. The main thing is we're going to start asking the Republicans, so what are you going to do? What exactly are you going to do? Are you planning on getting rid of Social Security? And don't you be lying. There's a lot of stuff they want to do, but it's not to hurt themselves. They're going to take care of the big banks. Well, Mitch McConnell be speaker. He was on that thing, you know. Well, what are you going to do if you take the House? Are you going to block any Supreme Court? Now, I'm not going to say yes. Of course, he's going to block them. Of course, he's going to block them. Strength. Battling, and he's barking at the moon. His wishes don't come true. Barking at the moon. Biden is sitting here too. I think Biden goes to the people and says, look, listen to this. If you don't help us keep a house of a majority, then there's nothing we can do. There's nothing else we can do. We'll be a stalemate like Obama was. So we'll see what happens. I got a feeling Mitch will not be speaker again. Sorry, I've been feeling that. Now the last one is Putin. What's going on with Putin? It's hard to read him because the energy level is so low. He's not a very nice man. What's going on with Putin? It's weird. I just got this weird song in my mind. Ding dong, the witch is dead. So he's putting that horrible general in charge, the one that killed all those Syrian people. It's just weird. They kill all these people and they say, wasn't us. Wasn't us. What are you gonna do about it? What's going on with Putin? He thinks he's still going to make it happen. He thinks he can still take over. But in his house is a 3 of Swords. So once again, even with the new guy, he's like gotten a little shot in the arm because the new guy's coming in. But it's like, here's Mother Russia. But look in the house, the sun is reversed. In the hopes, dreams, and wishes. So he will not achieve what he wanted. Karma's coming to get him. Karma's coming to get him. So he pushed it too far. He's just not going to make it happen, you guys. Right now, he thinks he can. He hasn't lost hope. I think it's true that he doesn't quite get really all the information. Now let's look at the Ukraine. Is the Ukraine going to take some more hits? Is the Ukraine going to take some more hits? Is the Ukraine going to take some more hits? Zelensky. Struggle. Keeping yourself adjusted though. It's not struggle with all this chaos. It's struggle with a focus. And then he's got the world behind him. He's got the angel of light sitting at the basis of the Ukraine has the angel of light. A lot of ideas are pouring in, and I felt this before. And this is for entertainment purposes only. I really feel some fantastic intel working with the Ukraine, helping them at every step of the way. This is what we need to do. This is what you need to look at. You know, Zelensky wasn't made to be a warmonger, but somebody's helping him. I'm telling you, and I think it could belong to the US. I see big names helping this guy on a phone-to-phone, touching basis. So they're hammering down. So there will be more bombing, you guys. There will be more bombing. Yeah, the tower. So there's more heartache coming. But the outcome is the Fool. Now, what would that mean? Tell me, give me more on the Fool. Oops, sorry. The deaths that are taking place will create more chaos with the world. That's what that means. What they're doing will be so god awful that the world is just done with them. They're just done with them. So we're looking at some pretty, it's not going to be easy still. I'm so sorry, but I do see a lot of people leaving the Ukraine, shoring down. They'll be able to come back eventually because they're going to rebuild. But I do see some god awful stuff. And I'm sorry, I've told you this before. But he cannot stop him. He can't do it. Anything happened to Zelensky, and the world will stand in arms and take him out. Russia will be no better than North Korea. I mean, nobody wants to have anything to do with it. They can only talk crap about we're going to nuke you so long to where people are just done with it. Come on, sucker. Let's do this. Let's get it over with. It's really going to be tough, you guys. I'm so sorry to tell you that. So it's not over yet. We're not looking at good news yet. And he's all excited because he's going to cause all this heartache. He's over there cheering about it. That's how evil he is. It's really sad. Really sad. Put him towards the light, you guys. Grab Putin in your energy realm, in your psyche, and lift him towards the light. Because that God force will create craziness. He's not going to be able to accept that kind of love because he's too much in his own realm. He's like standing with the demon. Demon doesn't like it if you go towards the light. Go towards the light and pray for Zelensky and the people of Ukraine. I'm for the Ukraine. Okay, you guys. Well, I'm gonna get my second booster today. Pray I make it. I'll be happy when all these boosters are over. But you know, I got things to do. I can't be laying around the house afraid. Okay, love you all. Cheers. Bye.